I need you to fly to Philly, right? A former aide to the leader of the UN party has information. He goes by the name Matsuken. Okay, he's staying at the Union Hotel. Now find him.
Who is he?
Kenjiro Matsuoka. He's the only guy remaining that belonged to the UN party. Now, he's the leader of 10 million secret Japanese members that are scattered around the world. He is a major force.
10 million?
What do you think they're capable of?
If they gathered in one state and organized their votes as one large block vote, then
they could win the seat of a state. It's gonna be a wild game, because everyone's gonna want a piece of Matsuken.
The master has disappeared.
Yeah, Garci. About that. Look, I need to tell you something real important.
Go ahead, lay it on.
Let's see, how should I, Okay, 30 years ago, you and Harmon...
Okay guys, this has to be the final chapter of this game because it seems like everything we've been working toward has been kind of building up to this point, and seeing that one character get off like that when he's about to reveal something about Harmon tells me that there's about to be some huge plot twist. But yeah, I do have a few questions that I hope will be answered by the end of this game. First question is, why is the main character Harmon, which is the guy in the wheelchair, how did he get the ability to conjure up the Killer 7? Who are the Killer 7? What are their backstories? Who the Killer 7 are actually working for? I would assume that it's probably one of the political parties, but honestly, this playthrough has been going on for so long that I just don't even remember. Like, they might have gave me the answer to that already. But we finally made it to the end, and I hope the game's ending doesn't end on a cliffhanger. I hope it really gives me all the answers that I need. But it seems like this game has had a very significant impact on a lot of people. And I can understand why, depending on the age you play this. If I played this game when I was in high school, it definitely would have probably kind of shaped my viewpoint of like how the world is. And that's going based on how I'm interpreting it to be. Right now, it kind of just seems like the main character is like a pawn in someone else's scheme. And the game's trying to convey that everybody's a pawn in like another powerful person's life or scheme. And you can't really help it. And when I say another person, that could be a leader of like a political party or a company, or it could even be like an influencer that somebody's following. The stuff you do, you unintentionally are helping someone else succeed without even realizing it. Like everything you do, every product you buy, the shows you watch benefits somebody, and you just kind of don't realize it. I'm kind of just going through every floor, just checking every room for items that I need. There isn't really anything significant happening so far. The timer smile. I'm gonna go ahead and assume I gotta shoot the red boils that are all over his body. It seems I was wrong about that hotel stage being the final level, because this is where all the elections are held, and the guy we're looking for is probably here. Okay, we're just gonna use a charge shot. He said the final stage is in the gymnasium. We're in the gymnasium now. So let's go see what awaits us. The kid said he got killed by a three-eyed monster. I'm not really sure what that has to do with anything. But let's flip on the control panel and see what happens.
The press is gonna be all over this one. The United States cover will be blown.
So this is dirty politics.
The presidential election is in the hands of the Education Ministry. They manipulate the votes and bring forth political leaders.
Who's he?
Greg Nightmare. He was the chairman of Education Ministry.
What is United States? What is the purpose of the president?
I'm Japanese. How the hell should I know? Figure it out yourself. There are more important things. Shit. Like finding out who you are.
You know, I really didn't know what to expect for the final boss of this game, considering that the first boss was a schoolgirl with a bunch of wings. So I guess it shouldn't be that surprising that the final boss is just some dude. Like, I don't really know how to even describe him. He's just a dude that's hanging. He's just a hanging corpse. Okay, let's go pick the gun up. I guess he can't use the gun. Let's try a coyote. Okay. Coyote can't pick it up either. I don't know who else would be able to pick it up. Or maybe we're not supposed to pick it up? I'm very confused. Okay, my attacks aren't doing anything against these guys. I don't really know what to make of this. Unless maybe all the Killer 7 are supposed to die on this mission. That might just be it, because I don't see any other way to get past this right now. We're down to the last character, so if he can't pick up the golden gun, then we must have did something wrong. Alright, bet. Dang, that only took one shot. Alright, well, now we can finish him off.
Naturally, I found myself being led to this place.
Long journey, but it ends here, Garcian. Now, I think it's time I called you by your real name, Emir Parkreiner.
Amir?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Harmon Smith. I'm the man you saw in your path. Do you remember the incident where 6 people were murdered in this hotel? You must have seen it yourself. Because you were the killer. The assassin, Emir Parkreiner, was the ace of aces. Who would have thought the killer was a mere 13-year-old? It was a deliberate crime targeted toward the Smith Alliance. It consisted of 7 members, but the leader wasn't included in the 7. Later investigations found his dead body inside a safe of a school. The investigative unit called them the Killer 7. But the whole affair was never made public, not because this was an aberration from society, but because it involved national security issues. Unfortunately, a curse brought upon you by old traditions. You, Emir, are an assassin controlled by the government. Someone is watching your every move. From the second when I first took you in on the roof. You were one of the very few assassins with class, but you were out of control. Still, there was something venerable about you. Then it occurred to me, you were no longer a mortal being. Within you, ever so quietly, evil had opened its eyes.
Wait a minute. So the black dude and Harmon aren't the same person, and the black dude killed all the other members of the Killer 7, and that's why he can turn into them. So the Harmon isn't conjuring up the Killer 7 members, it's Harmon controlling the black dude, and then the black dude is turning into the Killer 7 members. I really like the aesthetic of this room, but that's not really important right now. Alright, so it's time to confront Harmon and see if we can get some more answers.
What took you so long?
Nice view, isn't it?
It's different. Time here is warped.
To finish this game peacefully is my last wish.
Guess that won't happen. We've been interrupted again.
Has another come to surface?
A sight for sore eyes.
Haven't seen you around for a long time.
Come in.
Please.
Okay, that was not what I expected to happen, but all that's left is to go to the final area on the roof.
No, it wasn't me. It can't be. It's all a misunderstanding.
So much for getting my questions answered, but it seems like there's still more to this game. Alright, so it seems like all the enemies are permanently invisible in this area.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, let's check this building out.
Son of a bitch.
You boys are almost done. You don't need to go around killing everybody anymore. The last of the Heaven Smiles is in the back. The big boss. If you do him, then it means you've eradicated all of them. No more terrorism. Hail to the free world. But I wonder, what'll become of you guys if terrorism is the law of nature? You know, you should kill me now, because you don't want us hanging around, know what I mean? If I'm alive, I'll give you a run for your money. Even an assassin like yourself. Better be prepared, because blood must atone for blood. So, which will you choose? Your own country, or watch our retribution? Your fucking decision.
So if I kill him, Pan will be destroyed, but if I leave him alive, he's gonna come after me. I know you guys will probably think it's wild that I chose taking this dude out over saving Japan, but the thing is about me, I'm the type of person that if I have a task that needs to be completed, I'm gonna complete it no matter what. And I'm also a man of my word, so we had to get rid of him. I feel like it would have been a waste if we would have went through all this just to let this man live. But anyways, let's continue to proceed. I can safely conclude that Harmon is like immortal because I feel like we've seen him die like 3 times and he always comes back. Wait, that's the guy that's been helping us throughout the whole game. You know, I had a feeling something was up with that dude, but who would have thought that he would have been the final smile? Isn't that... So, at the end of the day, the player was the true pawn of the story, because you as the player was doing the work of both Harmon and the main antagonist, which is the vampire guy.
You're awake from your nightmare.
Harmon, the world won't change. All it does is turn. Now, let's dance.